Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Chillin with Dylan, starring me, Dylan Skelton. So today we're going to be talking about the browser wars, which is a technological warfare between Microsoft and Netscape. In the beginning, the main purpose of the internet was to help people in an academic setting. It helps students study as well as scientists and researchers complete their job. That is until Mark Andreessen decided that he wanted to expand the borders of the technological world and find a larger target audience. Mark Andreessen was already successful at this time since he was a creator of Mosaic, which was a free internet browser, but the only problem with that was that he didn't really have any money to, set his browser out into the world. That is when a man named Jim Clark reached out to him, and together they got more technologically advanced people to work together to create a new browser called Netscape. Starting your own internet company is not the easiest thing to do, especially when you have to compete against the big guys, in this case, Microsoft. Microsoft was owned by Bill Gates, who was an extremely powerful person in the technological world. He believed that the internet should be a toll road, in which Microsoft was the toll booth in which people would have to pay in order to continue their journey into the cyber world. Now, during this technological warfare, people did not think that Netscape was going to do well. In biblical terms, Netscape was David and Microsoft was Goliath. Nobody thought that they would do good until 30 days after their launch. About 90% of the technological world went from Mosaic to Netscape. All of these new downloads was not a good thing for Microsoft. It made Bill Gates really uneasy and led him to send an email out to his troops notifying them that the next day they would not only be trying to figure out how to match Netscape, but how to beat them at their own game. He went as far as to create a meeting with Netscape and try to buy them out, which unfortunately did break the American antitrust law, in which they got Netscape got Gary Reebok to find something to mess up Microsoft and sue them. Step by step, Internet Explorer was beating Netscape, and eventually in September 1997, Microsoft had officially won the browser war. Instead of having a party in Seattle, they decided to move their party to Netscape's hometown, San Francisco. And in the end, they put a 9-foot Internet Explorer E in their fountain. After this, Netscape had continued to go downhill. But although the war was won by Microsoft, they had to gear up and get ready for their next battle, which was against the US government, because they believed that Bill Gates was an internet terrorist. Now, in court, Bill Gates did a lot of lying, which led the judge to find him guilty, with the verdict being that Microsoft would have to split, which really hurt them in the stock market, as they plummeted millions and millions of dollars. This really was stressful for Bill Gates, and he even ended up crying at a board meeting. But eventually, a federal appeals court decided that this was a little too harsh and allowed them to get back together. But after that, Bill Gates decided to focus more on his philanthropic career, as he decided to hand off the company to Steve Ballmer. Now, although Microsoft did win back then, there are still internet browsers emerging now in today's world that are keeping the spark of the internet alive. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video on the browser wars, and I hope you guys tune in for the next Chillin' with Dylan. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below.